Well, part of the human condition, part of being a human, I think, is wanting to have things figured out, put together, things that make sense to us. It makes our world easier to deal with, I think. And sometimes we get kind of carried away and we think that we do have it all figured out, and we have it all put together, and our opinions and our ideas and our beliefs are how the world works. Can lead to some troubles in how we get along with each other, and it's just part of the way life is, I guess. And there's a lot to be said for having things figured out and put together. I'm filming with a new camera today, and I've been working the last day or two trying to get it figured out, and it's been a complicated process. IT is not one of my specialties, and so I got to go back and watch YouTubes on how to get things done and how to put things together, and so that I can get some sense of feeling like I'm in control of things. So that's not all bad to have that as part of the human condition. It's part of what drives us to discover things. But like I said, it can also lead to some complications as well. The other part of life, though, is that life is full of mystery. And it's important, I think, to embrace that mystery. Somebody I heard once describe or define education as the discovery of our ignorance. I like that description, but I'd probably use wisdom in there. Wisdom, I think, is discovering that we still have a lot to learn, and we don't have it all figured out. We don't have all the right answers. And I think that's part of wisdom, and that also, I think, comes from age and life's experiences. Embracing the mystery of it all. I am here in central Nebraska, which is in the bottleneck of the Central Flyway. You can see and hear behind me a lot of snow geese and Canada geese. Right now there's millions of migratory waterfowl migrating through this area, making their way up north after spending the winter down south. And already the Sandhill Crane migration has started. The largest migration of cranes in the world, over 500,000 of them come through here, spend 4, 5, 6 weeks fattening up to go north to raise the next generation of young to keep life going. And then shortly after that, all the whooping cranes in the wild come through here. In all, a total of some 10 million waterfowl use this area in a 2-month period as they make their migration up north. And although the biologists seem to think they understand bits and parts of it on how the birds fly that distance, how they navigate, using, the biologists think, the magnetic pull of the earth and the stars and things built into their DNA. So they seem to think that they understand part of it, but still the migration itself is really a tremendous mystery. A lot of things in there that we don't know and don't understand. And a mystery for the birds too, I think. They could stay one place and not expend all that energy and submit themselves to the obstacles and the struggles that go along with flying that distance. But somehow built into their DNA is this drive to do this migration and to keep the thousands upon thousands of years going that has led in the direction of new life. Well, in some sense, we too are on a migration as we travel through life. Getting younger to older, the transitions of not working, going to school, and then getting a job, the transitions of married life and family life. All of life is this migration, this movement from one thing to something else. And that's not always easy for any of us to do. Sometimes that's kind of a struggle, like it is for the birds as well. But in the midst of what the birds are going through, we also are experiencing the mystery of life and embracing that mystery. Well, the migration is certainly a great mystery, and nature, as usual, seems to be a fairly good teacher to all of us. As we migrate through the obstacles and the transitions of our life, think about the struggles that we have, it's important for us to remember that we too are on this journey, this mysterious journey of life itself. And we, like the waterfowl, are also moving in the direction of new life. Sometimes we don't understand what that means, but that's the direction that we are moving. We're part of this great cycle, this great mystery that includes all of the creatures that God has created. I hope you get a sense today of feeling like you can embrace the mystery of your life, that you don't have to have it all figured out, that actually the journey is more important than any of the destinations. The embracing of the mystery, the wonderment of it all, and the feeling that you are part of something bigger and more majestic. May you be touched by the wings of flight that fly through the Central Platte Valley this time of year, and may you be touched by the wings of the Spirit as you embrace the mystery of your life. Thanks for being with me today, and hope you have a great day and enjoy your journey.